Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this XO rainbow loom bracelet, and it just says XO and then it's pink and blue on the outside, and this is used doing the fishtail. And I'm going to say this quite a bit of times, but all of your elastics you use this entire time are capped, and I will show you how to do that. Now for measurements, the middle here measures just over 2 inches for the X and the O. And then you want to add on each side 2 blues and a pink for every inch. So if my wrist was, after this was only 2 more inches, then I would add 2 of these on each side. So it would be just like that. So I'll actually show you the pattern as well. So here's the pattern. You can find it available on my website, and I'll leave the link down below, or you can pause the video right here if you would like. I'm going to work from the top to the bottom, and I have it color coded. Is exactly how I'm going to do it on my own one that I'm going to show you guys. I'm not going to show how to do the in between of each row because it's like any other fishtail bracelet. I will show you a couple times, but I'm not going to show it every single time. I do have it again on the screen how you would do your own measurements to know how many times you need to do the 2 blues, 1 pink on each side of the XO. I put on the screen how many elastics I used for this bracelet, and you will need 3 seat clips for either size that you decide to make this bracelet. So for this design, you want to have your loom set up as follows. You want your arrows, if you're right-handed, pointing to the right, and you want only 2 of your bars, and you want to leave 3 spaces in between. And as you see, they are lined up perfectly. They're not staggered in any way. For the XO design that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using 4 colors. The light blue glitter, kind of clear, I'm going to be using for all of the horizontal lines I'm going to be putting onto the loom. The dark blue and pink are going to be sort of the outer edges of the XO. And for the XO, I am going to be using the clear blue and the white. For this design, you are going to want the rainbow loom elastics because they're quite tough, and you will be capping every single elastic that you put onto the loom for this design. So to cap your elastics, you're going to start with your elastic outstretched like this, and you're just going to twist it, and then you have it halved. So it basically means you're doubling it up. It just makes it tougher. So for the very first line, you're going to take the color bands. You're going to want the outer edges of your XO. I'm going to do 2 rows of dark blue and then a row of pink. So for your very first row, you're going to cap your band, and then you're going to create a figure 8 and put it on the first 2 pegs across. So you should see an X in between, and you're going to do it for the next 2 as well. So now you have it an X in each one. And then your next one, as I said, I'm going to be using these ones for all of the horizontal lines I'm going to be adding. You also want to cap it. So this is going to be a little bit harder to do. So be very careful, and you're going to stretch it over all 3 of the pegs closest to you. So I said I was going to go 2 blue, then a pink. So then I'm going to add another row of blue. And the first row is the only time you figure 8 it. Every other time you just cap your band and you put it across them both. So your elastic should look something like this. Now you want to take your hook and you're going to go around the horizontal line. You're going to grab the bottom group of elastics, the ones that were part of the figure 8. And you're going to pull it over the peg. And then you're going to do the same in here, on this side, and on this side. And then of course you have to do it on the other side as well. So you just move from each peg and you pull them over the top set, the bottom elastics. And there you go. Now you're just going to push these down Then you're going to add another horizontal line. So now I'm going to do a pink. Make sure every band is capped. And now you're just going to do the exact same thing. So now that you have done that, now that we have two of these on here, we're going to take two of the horizontal lines, we're going to take the bottom set and bring it over into the middle. And then you're going to push everything down. And then we're going to continue with our pattern. I did the pattern 4 times in total because I do have quite large wrists. Keep in mind that this is going to stretch after you take it off of the loom. So I did 4 times, 1, 2, 3, and then you can see my last one was a pink. And then I'm going to repeat the blue 2 more. So I'm going to add 2 more rows of blue. Alright, so now we're ready to do the XO pattern. So as always, my horizontal line is still going to be the clear blue. You're going to have to be very careful when you are grabbing your elastics from now on, because clear blue is also in the actual pattern of the XO. So for the very first line, you're going to, of course, cap your elastic, and you're going to put them at the 2 ends. You're going to use white. And in the middle, you're going to use the clear blue, like you used for the horizontal lines. And then you're just going to do it the exact same as you have been doing. Alright, so after you're done your 2 lines, you're done your 2 rows with white on the outside. Now you're going to do 2 rows with white only in the middle and then clear on the outside. And now you're going to do, again, you're going to do 2 rows with the white on the outside. So I have them set up. I finished the entire X, so it consists of doing 2 rows with white on the outside, then 2 rows with white on the inside, and then 2 rows with white on the outside again. So now we're going to do a space in between the X and O. So we're going to, again, use our horizontal elastic color, cap it, and put it in the middle. And then I'm going to use the dark blue, and we're just going to do 1 row of the dark blue. So I finished the row of blue, and now I'm going to start on the O. So I'm going to put my horizontal line, and for the very first line of the O, all 3 pegs are going to be the white bands. So the next 4 rows are done exactly the same as this row. So you're going to do this row, and then you do 3 more of what this one is. You're going to put white bands just on the outside ones, and then the clear glittery blue in the middle. And you want to do this row 4 times in total. So I'm going to go ahead and go do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I now did the rows with the 2 whites on the end and the clear in the middle, and I did that a total of 4 times. And now I'm going to finish off the O by first putting my horizontal clear elastic and then doing 3 white. Alright, so I'm done the 3 white row, and now you can kind of see the end, the other side. I'm going to end up doing the next rows the exact same way I did this beginning set before the XO. So I'm going to do 2 blue, a pink, 2 blue, pink, 2 blue, pink, 2 blue, pink, and I'll be right back to show you how you're going to end off your bracelet after the last row of pink. Alright, so I just finished repeating the pattern that's on this side, and I stopped at this last set of pink, and now I'm ready to go into my second last row, which is a line of blue. So first I'm going to put on my capped horizontal, and that'll be the last one of those we put on, and then we're going to put on our blue. So now you're not going to do a horizontal one, you're just going to go ahead and put the blue ones on again. So you're just going to grab them and bring them to the front. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove my supporters at the bottom. So this is what it looks like right now. We are going to stretch it out afterwards. So we're going to want to remove these from the pegs and put in some C-clips. So it's a lot easier to put the C-clips in first. So you want to make sure all of the elastics on each peg get on a C-clip. The last one's a little bit harder to do. There we go. And then you're going to take them off the pegs. And you know, be careful not to take them off the C-clip when you do this. So this is what the bracelet looks like. And now we're just going to stretch it out. So this is what it should look like after you have it stretched out. It does take quite a while to get it all nice and stretched. And then you're just going to take the ends here and you can attach them to the ends with the C-clamp. So I go and I usually grab top two. I join them, the C. There we go. And there you have it. You have your Rainbow Loom XO bracelet for Valentine's Day. And this is what it looks like on. Very pretty.